Shalom, shalom, YouTube. Uh, I'm making this video. Feel like it's long overdue with all that has transpired in uh, the ministry that I am still a part of, and uh, yeah, just I just wanted to make a video giving testimony to uh, my account with the men of Straightway that are receiving a lot of attack. And uh, yeah, I just I don't, well, I do know, but anyways, first off, starting with Pastor Charles Dow Jr., I want to give a eyewitness account to the character of him and how I recognize that because uh, he speaks and lives truth. He's been walking with truth for a long time now. Um, what can cause people to hate him so much? Like, I mean, when you are a people that for most of your life you've been living after a culture and a nature that isn't very conducive for love. It just, you, a lot of stuff goes on and in your life growing up, and um, you don't really have the answers to why or how to fix it or how to even deal with it and stuff like that. And first coming to this ministry led by Pastor Charles Dow Jr., when he was preaching, you could hear a lot of, if I could use this word, repair. You could hear a lot of love, really. That's mainly what it is. It was a whole lot of love, and it was the truth, and the truth is what sets free. So, you know, uh, like I say, you get fired up and you be glad, and you pretty much you press towards it. You like, yeah, yeah. Uh, I need that, you know, uh, of course. But then there's a part, a nature on the inside that you don't really realize until you be walking with truth for the time that you do, for a longer period of time. You don't realize that there's a nature uh, deep down in the depths that you've all this time insulated, protected. Uh, And it's like when you walk with someone like Charles Dow, who follows the Messiah, who follows the book, you could watch videos of him from years in the past, and you can actually see him doing uh, everything that the book says in the natural, and if you have the eyes to understand, even in the spiritual as well. And that's where I believe the that great love came in. Like you like, oh man, I see that. I know what he's saying. I know what he's talking about because I've read that before. And it's a lot of stuff that's it's easy to digest, real easy to digest at first. But as you continue to go on, of course, uh, you digest the truth, and it's gonna keep on expanding and keep on hitting those rooms in your house, in your mind, as you let it. And you know, speaking to that, I believe that with this last, uh, I think it's been a couple years or so, um, maybe a year. I don't know how long it's been now, but this whole thing that has uh, stirred up and separated from straightway and stuff like that. Me personally, I feel like that's what took place. You got Pastor Charles Dow, who uh, was already walking with truth and already having these things in his life being cleaned years before we even came along. And because we were able to see the fruit of the Messiah within him in the videos and things of that nature, that's what drawed us. So, of course, we know the word says that if the Messiah be lifted up, he will draw all men. So, um, that's what took place. And, you know, a lot of us wasn't around to see the grueling process that took, the the uh, the painful nights or whatever the case may be. We weren't around for that. And the point I was making was that we're going through this same process now, and I'm speak to myself. Going through this process now, I'm grateful for uh, this great falling away that has went on, this this reset that has went on, because it has allowed me to understand and recognize that uh, you know there's some things deep down that I haven't dealt with, and the way that I know is because uh, it's the word says uh, nothing can destroy us that's from without, but only from within. So yes, you have this situation uh, going on that's on the outside of you. You can see it, in uh, But that can't be what takes you out. There's something on the inside of you that uh, has to be checked by the word and evaluated by the word to see if it should stay or not, stay within you, or do you need to get delivered. And with that being said, you have Pastor Dial, who has walked with the Messiah, and what I mean by that, studied uh, uh, years. You can hear testimonies, and you can also see it uh, when it come down to feast days and stuff like that, on how, as truth is revealed to the ministry, things change, and uh, you know, stuff is put in place. So with that being said, you have this pastor who's been pastoring, uh, and as truth is being revealed, spiritually things are changing for the better. And he's been doing this for years, and he's been preaching the same message for years. And uh, I just believe, like, a rubber meets the road came down to, if we as a people are going to decide to accept that truth, uh, and continue to walk in it, or you have the other option where you can push the blame off and say, well, he's only preaching that truth to get at me, or uh, he's only saying these things to get at me. The hallmark question should be, is it the truth? And if it is, let it hit and let it change you. And it sounds, uh, it's easier said than done, but I just, to take the stance of, you know, to constantly say and put things out there about a man who's pressing truth. He's pushing it out because we're in a season where God's laying it on him to put this truth out at this time, and to take the stance of uh, you know, bringing up old shit out of context and trying to pretty much say that uh, the man of Yah has done things with uh, intention to hurt and damage you, other than to uh, tear down in love and build you up, if that makes sense. I know um, the way I said it could have possibly not been the best, but if you get it, you get it. It's not being said to hurt you, to kill you, but it's being said to uh, tear down whatever protections that we've collected growing up of this nature within us that isn't of Yah, that isn't of the Messiah. And then let that truth that tore down that wall for us to see that nature, let that truth be what we stand on and uh, replace it with. Um, so yeah, it's just, man, it's crazy. So many videos and stuff like that, just people just coming out against uh, the man y'all Pastor Dow. It, it's well, it's not mind-boggling. It really isn't. It's just, it's kind of a fearful thing to see, because it's like, it's really like the account of his character and the person that I've known the time that I've been in this ministry. uh I've never known it to be to, try to hurt you. I've never known him to do that. Never known him to do that. Even even in cases where, you know, uh having the mindset of the world in certain situations, you feel like you're justified to be that way. uh I haven't seen that stance be taken with uh uh with Shepherd. I haven't. um Now, am I gonna sit here and act like uh I haven't got lost in the sauce and um had a perception because of delivery, maybe like, eh, he could possibly be trying to. No, I have. I have. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna acknowledge that now. Yes, I have. But uh, with me understanding that, I'm not used to this nature. I'm not used to this type of love. I try my best to, uh, go back and think of the account. Go back and think of the account. I try my best to go back and, uh, think of the things where, you know, through what he has done, has helped lead me to the Messiah, has helped give me an understanding of the Messiah and the way that the kingdom works, and uh, healing and stuff and deliverance. So, um, yeah, I'm not sitting up here acting as if I'm not one that hasn't got lost in the sauce before, but the fact of the matter is, when you sit down and weigh the fruit, you just gotta sit back and be like, you know what? I believed a lie, or I perceived a lie, and I was wrong. I was wrong at the end of the day, and um, I gotta repent and get right. Accept that, okay, that truth hurt it, but it was the truth, and move on. Now, um, I thank Yah for this process, and I thank Yah for all that has transpired in the ministry. Uh, because it was this was a trying time for me, and I realized it was only a trying time for me because uh, I have a lot of stuff in me that I still need to work on, and I praise Yah for allowing me to, which I know I haven't been perfect in this trial, but I praise Yah for allowing me to be able to step back, um, you know, step back, take my time, see myself, and just realize like I'm not, I don't have the understanding that I think I have. Uh, I have areas where I thought myself to be higher than what I actually was, stronger than what I actually was. Uh, and having to come to realization of in these areas I'm weak and acknowledge it to him and be able to continue to press on. Um, so yeah, I'm grateful, and I'm grateful for the man of Yah, Pastor Charles Dow, and all those who um, follow him as he follows Christ in word, deed, and even in nature. Because uh, Pastor recently did a teaching on the nature of Yah compared to the nature of Satan, and from the leadership of men in this ministry, the ones that are submitted to him as he follows the Messiah, uh, uh, that nature is spot on. Everybody has their own. Uh, Everybody's still their own man, but when it comes down to the gist of it, when you weigh the fruit, they're all doing their best to walk in that nature of love that drew them. And yeah, I just thank the Most High for it. Uh, and yeah, I thank y'all for it. Uh, and yeah, that's it. All right, shalom.